Hello, dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome to the East West Show. Jack Chow with the GNE TV today on the East West Show, talking about our health. With me is my good friend, Dr. Larry Chow of Loma Linda Veteran Hospital. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jack. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. It all depends where you are. Because somewhere, somehow, in this country, you might be watching this show late night or midnight, or, of course, if you watch in China, though, you're exactly talking about you're watching it midnight, right? Okay. Anyway, Dr. Larry Chow works at Loma Linda Veteran Hospital for many years. And I believe that we owe our audiences an introduction of Dr. Chow. I would like you to do it. Would you please?
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm Dr. Zhao. I'm a nuclear medicine physician working at the Department of Radiology at the Loma Linda VA Hospital. I've been working there for 7 more years.
Oh, 7 years plus.
Yes, 7 years plus.
I see. So you said radiology?
Radiology.
Radiology for cancer, for what?
For everything.
For everything?
Yeah, for everything. Radiology is a department making the images and interpret the imaging and make diagnosis. And nuclear medicine is a subspecialty in radiology. Right now, it has been more and more independent, turned to be a specialty.
Nuclear medicine.
Yes.
Nuclear medicine.
Yeah. Nuclear medicine uses a radio tracer to make the images. It is different from radiology imaging. Radiology imaging is like a structure imaging. It looks like the change of anatomy. Okay, and nuclear medicine is functional imaging. Nuclear physician use radio tracer to mark the target and to generate functional imaging.
Functional
imaging means
image.
How good function is the tissue or organ is working.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Is that in motion or still pictures?
Still picture and motion picture, both. Yeah. For example, if doctor see there is a non-functional heart muscle, it is dead or not dead, or viable. Viable means it is still alive but non-functioning. And in the traditional radiology imaging, it's hard to say it is live or not.
Oh,
it's
I see.
Not live. And with nuclear medicine study, and we can do the viability study to show if the non-functional tissue is still live. If it is still live, so surgical procedure is indicated.
I see.
If it is died already, so we do not need to do anything.
I see. But when it stops, for example, the group of muscles stop working, is not moving at all, how do you know it is alive or not?
Okay, if it's still alive, it will have metabolic activity.
Metabolic.
Yeah. Right. If it is dead tissue, there's no metabolic activity. That means it is dead.
You're talking about the metabolism activities.
Yeah.
Metabolic.
Yes.
Right. So, in other words, with the nuclear medicine, that you inject to the body or what?
Yeah, we inject a radio tracer into the veins, and it goes to all live tissue cells.
I see. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. And of course, I know nothing about the whole area of medicine, but I'm interested in what we do with veteran hospital because I recall that shortly after Donald Trump took office, he made one of his first move that was to enhance the nation's veteran hospital because we felt that we owed them a lot and they were paying them. So which was a call unanimously supported by all parties, by whoever, as long as you are breathing human like I myself, you gotta like it, because that is where we start this whole conversation. And as a VA hospital doctor, in addition to what you telling us, what is exactly a veteran care system? And what do you guys do? I mean, doctors, nurses, whatsoever. What do you guys do at the hospital, please?
Veteran hospital is like the other hospitals outside, okay? But all patients are veterans. We do not accept public patients.
I see.
Yeah, because the fund, the money are from the government to serve veterans.
Not emergency at all? No emergency?
Yeah, even emergency we do not take.
I see. So every patient has to be a veteran.
Yes.
Good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Veteran administration is one branch of the White House cabinet. Yeah. Just like the Defense Department or the State Department. Yeah, it is one branch.
So you offer better service than anybody else out there, right? Am I right?
Actually, we try to provide the best service to our patients, to veterans, because they are deserved. They work for the country, and they protect the country. And after they come back to home, and they got some illness, they are deserved to get the best service.
I recall that at this show, we did discuss quite a few times about our veteran care, or the quality of our veteran care being so far hitherto provided to the veterans, homebound veterans, and that was not as satisfactory, because people say that we need to do more to them, and some of them, and there are lots of complaints about it takes forever to get your problems attended, get a problem taken care of. So is that still the fact?
That is improved. Yeah, and so as you know, best service is based on the sufficient fund.
Okay.
Yeah. And if all funds are from government, and we try to do the best work, but we still have space to improve.
So in other words, the government from federal level and the state level are really trying their best, you're saying, and the work needs to be improved.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, good.
I think so.
So how about funding? Take your hospital, for example. Do you have sufficient funding?
Actually, my work is not involved in that part.
Okay. The hospital is running perfectly.
Yeah.
That indicates that you have a lot of money.
Yes.
You have enough money, right?
I don't think it is enough, but it should be improved more.
It should be, right? Okay, I see. So, to veterans themselves, do you think they are satisfied with the service that you provided, or you're not?
We do the satisfaction survey every month, but we got some the criticism as well. Yeah.
I see. So, and among the patients that you have dealt with, how big a part that are suffering from what we call the PTSD, the post-trauma syndrome whatsoever, right?
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, stress disorder. So how many of them are in that kind of condition? I mean, big part or small part?
Actually, it's not uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
Yeah. Veterans are a special group of people. They witnessed some very bad event. For example, they worked out with colleagues, with soldiers, with a friend, and to patrol, and somebody come back with lack of extremity. So if encountered the explosive event, and a friend lost a leg.
You mean amputee?
Amputation, yeah. And this is a big stimulus. And some friend died unexpectedly. And I watched a video provided by a radiologist in Afghanistan, and it shows very bad injury. And we have no chance to see the images of that
of
case.
the real
very
war.
bad. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, and many, I don't, some of the veterans develop PTSD when they come back. And it takes long to get cured.
Okay, of course. My dear friend, my lovely audience, today with me is my good friend, Dr. Larry Chow. Dr. Larry Chow serves in Loma Linda Veteran Hospital as a radiologist doctor, and he's sharing this moment his thought with us about our veterans, how we want to treat them fairly in the I would say in a humane way. So stay with us, please. We will be right back. Hello, my dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome back to the show. Jack Chow on the East West Show with JNE TV. A subject we're touching, as a matter of fact, we're looking into the medical field versus our health. We see what to do, what not to do, those very basic. So we call it the health ABC, something like that, as the title. In talking about his background, though, we touch the subject of veteran hospital. Now that when veteran hospital is concerned, though, we'd better give some concern to our brothers and sisters who have served the country, who have, lucky enough, survived, who have come home, yes, unfortunately, with lots of sufferings, right? One of them is to suffer from PTSD, and that is so devastating. Lots of people committed suicide because of that, right? So as far as you know, doctor, do you see, person-in-person contact with the PTSD patient?
Oh yes.
You do?
Yes.
I see. How do they look to you? How do they look like normally a normal man like I am here? Or today, the moment they walk into the door, you see they have a problem?
Without talking, they look like the normal person. Yeah. But if they talk more, you can feel, you can see they have different problems. Okay. And they, for example, they have a poor sleep. They have a hard time to focus their attention. They have hard time to learn new stuff. They have hard time to calm themselves down.
I see.
And anyway, and they need a certain time to recover.
Yeah, exactly. If I try to understand their mind, though, correct me if wrong. If I make this model, say if you drive 120 miles on the freeway, and then you apply the sudden brake, right? You can't literally stop right there. You have to slide to skid away for quite a bit before you can pull to a full stop. And then as human being, when you are out from that bang, 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 the gunfires all the time, and the death around you all the time, into the peaceful life though, you need time, right?
Yes.
But do people like doctors understand them the way we do? Or they think, they will say, hey, stand up straight, right? Don't move. Come on, how come you move like that? You don't need to shake, don't worry about that. It doesn't hurt. Why shake? Something like, do they understand exactly how they feel? Do you think as doctor, they need to know that?
It depends. It depends.
Uh-huh.
And for that condition, and so everybody has a different action.
All right.
To the sudden onset event.
Okay.
Yeah, and usually we talk to patient, and the first thing is to see you are safe or not. If you are not safe, okay, what is best way to avoid injury? Yeah, and take the best chance, best timing to live here, to leave the danger, and protect yourself.
In other words, when they walk into the peaceful life, though, they still have a feeling that they are surrounded by dangers, right? And that they're kind of over allergic to everything around them. You got to let them believe that they are safe. Okay, baby, you're home. Okay, baby, you're home. Nobody will no longer ever hurt you, like that kind of thing, right? So there's lots of mind work, mind massage, if I may, please.
Mind massage, okay, and actually that is the work of the psychiatrist or psychologist. They talk to patient and give them advice or medication or treatment. And we got a patient in nuclear medicine department just for the imaging. And if the doctor suspect patient has PTSD, they want to rule out the other disease. So we do the PET scan to see if there are the other brain disease, for example, dementia or trauma or the ischemic disease. If there's,
I see.
And so we need to rule out the other possible uses.
Dementia happens when people reach their senior age, right? For a young soldier coming out of war, do they get into the dementia state or situation quite that early?
No, that's very rare. But for example, if patient is 45-year-old and had PTSD before, and they still have symptoms.
I see.
At this point, patient may have a dementia.
I see. In other words, you're talking about Iraq or Afghanistan war veterans. They might be still young, though, right?
Yeah.
If you're talking about Vietnamese veterans, they are quite old guys now.
Yes.
Now they will suffer more chances. They will suffer from dementia than anybody else.
Yes.
Because
you're right.
They
may have other the brain issues.
I see. I really wish that the whole nation, as a nation, we understand how hard it is to put your life in the line. You could die, next second. This minute you're talking and boom, you drop like a dead bird, you're dead. Right?
Yeah.
In the year of 2005 or 6, I can't remember exactly, I was going back from Oklahoma on the Greyhound. I came across a young guy from Iraq. He was a typical victim of PTSD, exactly like you described. When you were talking to him, he kind of like responded in a very strange way, oversensitive to certain words. If you use a word, you hear the word suicide, he will react right away, like in an explosive way, and press him down. Take it easy, brother. Yeah, take it easy. I mean, you have to comfort him a little bit. So I'm so glad that I have friends working in all areas. And I even now have a friend working in the hospital, veteran hospital, that will make my mind feel a little better. So in the day-to-day work, though, do you feel pride of yourself?
Say it again?
I mean, proud of yourself. Do you feel the pride?
Oh, yes.
You
yes.
feel proud of
yeah,
yourself?
I like my work. I like to serve to veterans.
I see. When you look at them, do you take them as heroes who fought for the country, or just your patient?
Firstly, they are my patients. And I also have the respect to them because they serve the country. Yeah. They deserve to get the good service.
There is always an argument about what kind of money we have to what kind of money we spend on them. Right? The argument was so strong that previous to Donald Trump taking office, the veteran hospitals are always in a lack of money management, and of course, management and money are heavily related. So now things are getting better. According to you, things are getting better. Do you see any areas in your hospital that job needs to be done and yet not done?
I see some changes. Yeah. And I hope we could get more fund to improve the hardware, the service, the management, to provide better service, to get more satisfaction from our friends, from our patients.
Good. And it is quite obvious that we, the audiences, wish that we, taxpayers, with the taxpayers' money, we will take care of our brothers and sisters in the best way we can, because they are the ones who once put their life in the line, right? It is hard to do. If you want to tell me how big you did a contribution to this country, I'd better ask you that have you tried about put your life in the line? No, I haven't. Me, I haven't either. So I will back up from subject. I said I would not have put up that much. Once they do put up that much, they come home to see all of a sudden, number one, the society has changed. Technology has improved. Neighbors gone, houses gone, job gone, everything gone. All of a sudden, maybe parents no longer alive. So they are all of a sudden themselves alone. Only thing is that they are still left breathing. So of course, the blow is very hard. I really understand that why we feel so frustrated when the news exposed about the suicide, because a veteran waited for too long, could not get service, so he couldn't wait. He decided to take his life. So he took his life, right? So those are the tragedies, and those are the tragedies that triggered Donald Trump signing the document and say, go ahead, give the money to veterans, let them do their job on our behalf. We call a nation, right?
Yes.
Very good. So now, my dear friend, with me is my friend Dr. Larry Zhao. Larry Zhao works at the Loma Linda Veteran Hospital, and he serves as a radiology doctor and in the department of nuclear medicine, which traces your body with a nuclear system that can tell a dead tissue from a live tissue, so on and so forth, so that to be so effectively save you your life. Let's take a very short moment out. And I would like to, as you know me, every time I see somebody like that, I would take advantage of him or her by asking lots of questions related to make his while, her while worthwhile. All right, good. So stay with us. We'll be right back, please. Hello, my dear friends, my lovely audience. Welcome back to the show. Jack Chow on the East West Show with G&E TV. With me, Mr. Dr. Chow, Larry Chow, was sharing his thought on the issue to touch base with the veteran service, which is so fast improving. And of course, I do understand as one of the members in that section, it is not convenient to directly give you the opinions of what it exactly should be or should not be. But things is that to confirm that it is lots and lots of improvement, that is good enough, right? That's good enough. Now back to, like I said, I would like to squeeze everything possible to get information out of you to make it useful to my audiences. May I please ask you several questions regarding medicine, please?
Okay.
Very good. And in day-to-day life, quite often we come across a situation that we are asked by a doctor or even at a pharmacy that, do you want the name brand or do you want the generic? For example, if we go for medication A or B or C, right? They say, well, generic, brand name, or name brand, whatever they call, right? So what is or what are the differences between brand name or name brand and generic, please?
Actually, the medication with a generic name is a market name. Okay, and for example, high blood pressure medication. The common medication is metoprolol. This is a generic name. And the brand name is low pressure. Brand name is a name given by originally manufacturer. And the first letter is in capital. And this name is protected by trademark laws. Okay, and after certain time, usually 7 years, and it's not protected. Everybody can do it, can copy it. They have to use a generic name, cannot use a brand name.
Okay.
Brand name, this medication means this medication is made by originally manufactured. So it is maybe the quality is better, but it doesn't mean the pharmaceutical effect is better than generic.
I know what you mean. In other words, it might be of a super or supreme high quality, but when the basic functions are concerned, or usage purpose are concerned, it is, can we say almost the same?
I would say it's essentially the same.
Essentially, they are the same.
Yeah.
I see. Only not same because they are made by a certain manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
Under certain whatsoever regulations, so on and so forth.
For example, aspirin. The Bayer aspirin is definitely better than the aspirin manufactured by other pharmaceutical companies. It doesn't mean that. Yeah.
So if I take 2 pills of aspirin, of generic aspirin, or I take 2 pills of a Bayer aspirin, do I feel the difference?
I don't think so.
There is no difference,
no difference.
Right? So, in other words, medically, they function almost the same.
Yes.
people only buy this most extreme part, say that I want extreme purity.
Yeah.
I want extreme high standard. That point.
Okay, actually, it's just for the same dose. Same dose. The function is
The same.
the same.
So,
Yeah.
so
But,
in your day-to-day practice, did you have comparisons of group A or Group B and Group B competing on the same subject of taking the same thing for the same disease to wait to see the same result or different result in between the two medicines? So have you gone through anything?
No,
of that?
actually, there's no this experiment to compare the brand name medicine versus generic. Yeah, because generic medicine has the same core ingredient. Yeah, and maybe there's something different to make the tablets or something. Anyway, the function, the basic function should be the same. Yeah.
Okay.
They should have the same function to treat disease.
Up to certain levels of human knowledge, human recognition. For example, there should be 100 of items to be notified, to be noticed, and yet human ability so far can recognize only 75 of them. So the other 25 go unknown. Either good or bad, go no comment, go unknown, right? So that is the area that the generic is different from the name brand. Am I right?
Maybe.
Maybe, right?
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe, okay. Very good. And I have lots of questions of that area, though. To nowadays, we have all kinds of diseases. And of course, we want to live long, but which is so inevitable is that we all die at different ages, right? So,
Yeah.
to doctor's eye, on your day-to-day practice, what are the major diseases that cause death? If you could line them up.
They are the top 10 leading causes for death. Are top one is heart disease.
Top one still heart disease.
Heart disease. Yeah. The second one is cancer.
Cancer.
All kinds of cancer.
All kinds of cancer.
Together.
I see.
And number 3 is chronic respiratory disease.
Chronic, kind of a
Respiratory, for instance, COPD and all kinds of lung disease. Yeah, it's number 3.
I see.
Yeah, number 4, accidents.
Accident.
All kinds of accidents.
Car.
Yeah, car.
Airplane.
And occupational injury. Yeah.
Right.
And then a stroke.
Stroke.
Okay. Diabetes.
Okay.
Alzheimer.
Okay. Alzheimer.
And influenza, pneumonia.
What is that?
Influenza, pneumonia, cold flu.
Cold flu.
Yeah, flu and pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
And a renal disease.
Renal disease.
Kidney disease. Kidney disease.
I see.
Yeah, the number 10 is suicide.
Renal disease, which is the
all kinds of renal disease.
all cancer.
No, all kinds of renal disease.
All kinds of
renal kidney disease.
Hidden disease.
Kidney.
Hidden.
No, kidney.
Kidney. Kidney.
Yeah.
You're talking about kidney,
Yes.
right? Okay. And then suicide.
Yeah. These are the top 10 leading causes for death.
I see. So, Of course, talking about prevention, the easiest thing to do is to prevent yourself from committing suicide, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't want suicide, and then you don't suicide, right? Okay, all the other 9, I believe, those are the ones that you wish you could prevent. You could prevent. You could take care of them. You could let them go. For example, we were talking about diabetes. I'm overweight. Obesity is my problem. Doctor says, you look like you have a diabetic problem. And then I check and say, yeah, the problem is there, and it showed me the numbers, right? So, and I slowed down my diet, I cut off my sugar, and so on and so forth. I started paying attention to, and the doctor says you have a long way of prevention to do, right? So in my case, though, do you think any other disease have the way, the cure, I call it cure, to go on the prevention road?
Oh, yes. Actually, the best way is to take attention for prevention. Okay? And the easiest way is to modify or improve your lifestyle. Yeah. No alcohol intake.
No alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol intake. Cancer. And alcohol is a leading risk factor.
Alcohol.
Yeah, it's a leading risk factor to all cancers.
I see.
Yeah, for example, the tongue cancer and esophageal cancer, stomach cancer, pancreas cancer, and colon cancer, and liver cancer. Yeah, all cancer related.
Especially liver. Especially liver.
Especially mouth cancer. Lip cancer, tongue cancer, because the alcohol goes through all of these structures.
All the way along the channel.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
from
track.
point in to point out.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
for example, if you drink liquor, we call it baijiu.
Baijiu, yeah.
Do you feel joyful? So that means it's a stimulus to your taste, right?
Yeah.
But it's also a stimulus to your mucosa, to your tongue, to your tissue. And you swallow it, they have no ability to refuse it. They have to take it.
You swallow it, you feel the heat.
Yes. It's
going
not,
down.
Yeah. It's not joyful feeling. Yeah. To your.
But to drinkers, to consumers, the alcohol consumers, it is not the joy of drinking us up. It is the aftershock, the feeling.
The feeling.
After you take in a few shots.
Yes, that's a
and
difference.
You feel like dancing whatsoever. And that is the part that they are chasing after.
Yes.
They look for. So that's the part. Now, anyway, your conclusion is that alcohol, better not touch it.
Yes, and the WHO, 世界卫生组织, and listed all cancer-related factor. Alcohol is the number one.
Alcohol is number one.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, my dear friend, it looks like we're getting to it. We want to get some advices from Dr. Larry Chow about what to do to stay alive. If we all stay alive, we want to run into a competition, see who lives longer. And if we all live longer, we want to run into another competition and say who lives longer happily. I don't want to live 100 years old and suffer every single day. You know, I would rather do it myself, right? Anyway, okay, let's take a short moment out. We come back to continue looking into the list of forbiddens. So stay with us, please. Hello, dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome back to the East West Show. Jack Chow on the East West with G&E TV. Today we're talking about a health issue. With me is my good friend, Mr. Larry Chow, Dr. Larry Chow, to be precise. He works at the Loma Linda Veteran Hospital as a radiologist doctor and practice nuclear medicine. Well, it looks like once again it is my opportunity to seize this very moment to ask many questions as we could. So the more the better to me. All right, I'm selfish. We talk about the list of forbidden items in life to keep longer, to stay longer, to live longer. You mentioned alcohol being number one. What is number two?
Stop smoking.
Stop smoking. Smoking.
Yeah.
Just smoking. Okay, very good. All right. So I'm sorry. I'm one. I still do.
You're a smoker?
Yeah, I do.
How many cigarettes do you smoke?
I do a pack a day.
A pack a day.
A pack a day, plus minus, a little bit. So that will hurt me a lot. Am I right?
I think so. Smoking is nothing good to your health. Even a little bit, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If the wine, somebody say, okay, if I drink a little bit of wine, it's better to my heart, to my sleep, maybe. Yeah. And but smoking is not good at all.
Not good at all,
Yeah.
right?
Just
okay.
a habit.
Uh-huh.
Just habit.
Okay. I sometimes try to comfort myself by checking what if a person live a life under heavy stress, right? By which he or she loses sleep, having no appetite, and feel totally suppressed and not loving life at all. So what if, I compare smoking with that? Are they equally bad?
Do you feel smoking can improve or to make all of your problem less?
It is so.
It is so?
It is so. It is so. Well, it stops or at least takes care of anxiety if you happen to be in one. And if you are excited, it helps with your excitement. And if you're sad, well, it helps you with your sadness. It comforts you. And if you're tired, if it helps relax, right? I'm not arguing, okay?
Yeah.
I never argue with a doctor. I just pretend myself to be the arguing one so that to make a point for my audiences. Somebody would say this, okay, now, I know I did something minus to myself by smoking, right? But I'm an optimistic all the time.
Yeah.
I never had insomnia. I sleep like a baby every day, right? I drink like an elephant, and I eat like a horse, right? So I feel as happy as everybody can. So with that, one can reverse or offset, what I have done with my smoking.
Yeah. Actually, I smoked before as well. When I was in China, and I was a neurosurgeon, and I also smoked many years.
Okay.
And I do agree, smoking can give you some psychological calm, to stress.
Yes, you're right.
To
psychological comfort.
Yes, to calm down your stress, maybe help your sleep. I don't know.
Yeah,
I do not feel that way.
It does. Okay.
And but it gives you more harm to your lungs, to your respiratory tract. Okay, for long-term smoking person, they may not get the cancer in their life. So, although smoking is a cancer risk factor, but it does mean every smoker will definitely develop cancer. Does mean that.
Yeah, I see the point.
That's number one. Number two, and for long-term smoker, okay, they will definitely have the respiratory tract disease. That's called chronic tracheitis.
Bronchitis?
Bronchitis, yeah, okay. And,
or asthma?
No, not asthma. Yeah, that will worsen the asthma.
Worsen the asthma?
Yeah, worsen asthma.
Okay.
And emphysema.
What is emphysema?
Is 肺气肿.
I see.
Lung is organ to intake and exhale the CO2.
It's under minus pressure.
Yes, and it works this way. And after a long time smoking, the electric fiber will lose the electricity. And usually lung work this way, right? So you have a very good cushion ability.
Okay.
For example, if you walk a flight of the stair, for young people, no problem. For older people, for person with emphysema, they cannot walk climb up the flight of stair.
The
they
electability,
they will have shortness breath.
They'll be
But that
panting,
means
yes.
the cushion ability is reduced because the smoking and kill the elastic fibers. So the lung is this way. They just can work in this way. And so the cushion ability is reduced significantly. Yeah.
Okay. But things are quite challenging to, I believe, to every smoker, to be honest with you. It is not that they don't want to quit. It is hard. It is that it is hard to do so. Is there any way to do it medically? For example, you put me to sleep, right? And then with one shot, like that. I sleep for 2 hours, for 3 hours, and wake up, never think of a cigarette. So this might be a challenge to the medicine industry if they can make something happen like that.
Actually,
if there's anything of that kind, I will pay any kind of price to get it.
That is actually smoking quit is mainly the will.
I know, but can you take that away?
Yeah, they can give you some the treatment, for example, patch, vanity patch.
Oh, the patch,
yeah.
the nicotine patch?
Yeah, nicotine
patch. No way, I tried.
You try it, it's not working?
No working,
okay.
Not working at all. Not working at all, yeah.
Okay, and use your time to do more physical activity. Mountain climbing,
I see.
just spend your time. Yeah, make you tired, physically tired. And you eat more and you sleep better. And do not spend too much time on cell phone, watch the videos and watch the TV.
Anyway, I know that, by the way, my audience, I'm not saying about me. I'm just faking into a situation. Of course, I do smoke, by the way, but I'm not that much. I want to make a point, to fake a point, to argue with my doctor so that we can see more points for my audiences, right? Last thing I would like to check with you, and because we are running out of time, President Donald Trump has recently signed a bill called the right to try. In other words, to allow patients who are, unfortunately, during their last days, tried all resources, all possibilities, everything exhausted, and there are new medicine whatsoever. Anyway, why don't you explain to our audiences what the right to try law looks like?
That is a good law. It was passed. The federal government, President Trump signed that act into the law, I think, last week.
Last week. Yes,
And that is, I think it is a revolutionary improvement. I like it. I support it. And for some patients with terminal illness, they tried medicine already, but it's not working.
Yes.
And and the new medication in U.S. it takes a long time to get approved by FDA.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
And after phase 1, if shows it is effective to treat a certain disease, but still not past phase 2, phase 3, and still have many years to wait, we should give the terminal ill patients the chance to be cured. And President Donald Trump signed this act into the law. It's a very good thing. Give them a good future.
In other words, give them the patients who are on their wheelchairs or in their declining beds, right, to just consume the last days. They have to suffer, right?
Yeah.
Now that there is one hope, give them the chance to try before it's too late. So if they tried and died, it's okay.
Yeah, no regret.
No regret, right?
Yeah.
So we tried, we died anyway. And of course, what if they try, they succeed? They try to, so they survive.
Yeah.
So then there might be a chance.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think that the law is very positive, please?
I think so. And by now, I think 40 states already signed this act into the state law as well.
I see.
Not just federal law, state law already. 40 states already.
I see.
And this law may short the FDA approved procedure. Usually it takes a long time. And if getting this law,
with that said, well, last point though, they say, of course, rumors has it, they say to some of disease, to many of disease, the cure is already there. Just from a consideration of population control though, they don't want to let it go out too early. Is that true or false?
Oh, say it again?
So they say to many diseases, there are cures already, right? But from a consideration of population control, they don't want people to live that long, so they withhold the release of the medicine. So is that a rumor or is that a joke or true or not?
I don't know. It's a rumor.
It's a real humor.
So that means we take advantage of the disease to reduce the population.
I don't know.
It sounds like that way, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's right. No.
Good. Okay. My dear friends, my lovely audience, that wraps up the show today. We're over time a little bit, but we're okay. With Dr. Larry Chow, we shared some thoughts of him on the bigger issues and on small issues as well. So, my dear audience, thank you very much for watching. And to Dr. Chow, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jack.